Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah Pavan.
And I'm Adam.
And today we're watching Medalist Season 1, Episode 9, called Western Powerhouses Part 2.
We had nightmare fuel situation last episode. I have literally, when I have nightmares, there are two things. One, actually three. One, I'm being chased and I can't run very fast. Two, I drive off a cliff or a bridge just ends on me. And three, I forget my skates. Those are my three nightmares. This is one of them.
How often does this happen to you?
Not very often, but in my life when I've had nightmares, it's those three things.
Oh man. I don't really have nightmares, except the one time. Do you remember that?
I do.
That was wild. I was dreaming that a truck didn't see me and was gonna back over me, and I was screaming at the top of my lungs. Turns out I was screaming in real life too.
Sure were.
Inori's about to take the ice. Tsukasa got her skates from the station 10 stops away. All things considered, she has maintained a good level of focus.
Yep.
Tried to maintain as much of a routine as possible, which, you know what? What's done is done. You can't change the fact you don't have your skates. I think that this approach, considering her age especially, is very impressive.
Agreed. I think there was a little bit of question about like what jump she was gonna do, the scoring, how that was gonna go. So I'm curious to see what decision she makes. If she lands it, does she give in to the pressure? Because Tsukasa believes the routine is good enough to win if she skates perfect. Now, if you're not perfect, what adjustments, what happens? Is she experienced enough to do that? We'll see.
Is she gonna trust that she can do what she needs to do perfectly, or is she gonna try to compensate on her own?
Well, I'm wondering if she makes a mistake early, if she tries to compensate later. I don't know. I'll be very curious to see how this goes.
Well, we met a few new characters. Two former speed skaters. Sarah, the one with the shag haircut, currently in the lead. So anyway, love meeting new characters. I was so upset at the end of last episode, so I'm excited to dive in and see how this goes today. So here we go. Medalist Season 1, Episode 9 is coming right now.
ジャンプを変更しないのはいのりさんができそうにないからじゃないよ。今の
Oh yeah, she fell on entrance.
いのりさん、まだ始まってないから大丈夫。急いで立ち位置に。
寿命縮んだ。
寿命を使い切るところだった。
For real though.
今すごくスピードが出た。何だったんだろう。靴を意識して姿勢をしっかり保とうとして。
No.
Don't think about this
司
now.
先生がいつも言ってくれてること。
優勝には転倒、お手つきなしのノーミスが絶対条件。うまく切り替えてくれ。
祈り。
Just a little primer from last episode to get us in the mood.
I forgot she fell in the warm, like in
And
the
then we were
skate out.
freaking out that she was gonna
Yeah.
walk along the
太陽
ice.
作戦で磨いたいのりさんの新たな得点源。あ、もしかして使い慣れてない筋肉の疲労か。どうにか耐えてくれ。
このままステップやったら失敗しそう。でもたい焼き作戦の練習を無駄にはしたくない。
I love that she's referring to the
司先生
Taiyaki
の踊り
practice.
は指先がいつも目に残って魔法みたいに綺麗だった。に進化させた難しい形のブロークンレッグ。
Oh, she nailed
Goosebumps.
it. Yes.
Goosebumps.
As a coach, when it goes right, like it's such a good feeling because you're so helpless while it's happening, but to see all of the practice and all of the work pay off, like it's almost as good a feeling as winning, I think.
Okay, when she was talking, fixating on her speed and posture and stuff at the beginning, I thought that she was going to use that to think that she could do some like much advanced jumps because she had the speed to carry her into them, you know? I am so impressed at her mentality, her cognitive ability in the moment. She came to this realization skating out into her intro and used that in the moment of competition. Like a lot of those realizations happen in practice. She was able to understand a concept and put it into practice in a competition. Like this is crazy, and she's 11.
I was worried that full speed I thought it was going to throw off like her approach into her jumps or her step sequence because she's not used to practicing with that. Like when that concept clicks and it's all of a sudden I'm going faster, everything is just a little bit off. I'm impressed she managed to
She
hold
was
that.
like, oh,
and
this is what it is.
Yeah. And it's never good when those things click in competition. I think it's really challenging. So I was super impressed with how she managed that.
And even the fact that she was like, you know what, I think I should make my hands look like my coach's because that was mesmerizing. She's like,
Here we go. Do you think first place so far?
I
If
want to say
Tsukaza's
yes, but I'm biased.
if Tsukaza's math is right, we'll see if his calculations were correct.
My calculations are correct.
You've had a coach who would make calculations that were never right.
And I always had to correct them. But like I threw it out there. We didn't really see the step sequence, I don't think. Is the step sequence, you know, when they do like, this isn't what it's
like the
actually
dancing.
like the clip clop, like,
Yeah.
you know,
That's
when
what it
they're
is.
like skates
Yes.
are hopping along, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
The old guy was crying. That was a medal finishing performance, I think.
Oh, so you know what? She's gonna medal in everything because you know what the title is? Medalist. At least she looks good when it counts.
いのりさん、
I wish she didn't bloody nose.
捕まって。
先生。いのりちゃん。
エマ、今は演技に集中。
She hurt her knee?
唯一会のりさんの得点
First.
24.32。現在の順位は第1位です。
捻挫だと思いますが、これから腫れが出てくる場合もあるので、病院に。
わかりました。いのりさん、残念だけど表彰式は欠席だ。
はい。タクシー呼んで。 荷物持ってきます。
Don't forget her skates.
先生、最後にエマちゃんの演技を見てからでもいいですか？
え？
自分が何番になったか見てから帰りたいです。
わかった。
痛いのは足首だけ？はい。あとは筋肉痛
No,
だ
that's
けで
because
す。
you worked hard.
運動し始めると痛くなくなるんで
Ooh,
す。
shin splints?
見ていくくらいは問題ないと思いますけど、新スプリントの可能性があります。新スプリント？
後で説明するよ。そろそろエマさんの演技の時間だ。お母さんに連絡したら観客席に見に行こう。
ああ、
あ、セコマさん。
大丈夫？
はい、ありがとうございます。見に来てくれて。
32番
They are such a cute little pair. Look at them.
Yeah.
ちょうどだ。
エマ、今日この大会で優勝して今までを卒業しよう。他のクラブを紹介？そんな、エマに出ていけ言うてるのと同じやないですか。
このレンゲ茶 FSC に入ってくるんは毎年20人以上。エマは何年初級やっとる？あの子のためを思うて言うとるんや。
Is she gonna end up with Tsukasa as the coach?
足は
Or he left with her.
余裕や。
ちょっと聞きたいんやけど。なんや、あと10分で練習始まるで。はよ食べ。
食べへん。
え？
ようけ食べるから背伸びて足痛なんねや。スケートできひんくなるんやったら食べへん。
エマ。
先生。
アホなことせんでええ。お前のせいが将来何メートルになったとしても、俺が立派なスケーターにしたる。胸張ってコツコツやっていこう。
I like this guy.
どうしたんや。今のエマなら普通にやれば間違いなくできるはずや。
Everybody thinks they can win.
Everybody says she's worked so hard for this. Seemed like some good air.
ルッツやもん。めちゃくちゃ簡単そうに飛んどった。ダブルルッツ。
ルッツはフリップと違い、エッジを外側に倒して踏み切る。軸が作りにくく転びやすいジャンプ。それをこんな簡単に。
そうや、うちほんま頑張った。
調子の悪い日に当たってもうたな。
ほんま下手くそで嫌になるけど、うちスケートのこと絶対嫌いにならへん。エマちゃん、あの日一緒に一級受かったから近いところにいると思ってたけど、すごく遠くにいた。エマちゃんの振り付けもジャンプも絶対一回で上手になったスケートじゃない。上手なところを何個も何個も積み重ねたスケートだ。私が一個ずつ見つけてることをもうとっくに。あんだけやったんやから、今うちがむずいジャンプ飛べるんは当たり前なんや。
ダブルトーループ。今回1級の中では一番高いジャンプの難易度。今までの経験と思いを全部この演技に込めるんや。
Okay, he actually meant it. She's worked so hard for this.
あの時もうちも。
Okay.
フライングキャメルスピン。
Camel spin.
First place.
Yeah. Her routine was just better.
Okay, I never experienced growing pains. Did you?
Oh yeah,
Is it that bad that you have to miss an evaluation day?
I had Osgood Schlatter's in my knee and a tough back. For context, I grew 6.5 inches in 3 months.
That's pretty.
It was.
That's a lot.
I have stretch marks on my back. It was
Tiger stripes.
Yes, it was not pleasant, and it was a grind to play sometimes. Your body just doesn't.
Okay, so it's
Function.
legit.
Yeah,
Because when
and-
I was like, oh, growing pains, I missed my test. I'm like, oh, never.
Yeah,
No.
because you, like most things, just like gradually grew to be very tall. Nice progression, no issues. Yeah.
No growth spurts here. It was just.
And shin splints are no joke.
So she has experienced hardship,
Yes.
and this is her chance to climb the ranks.
2 things. I actually like that she won.
I like her. Honestly, seeing the backstory and the dialogue, the internal monologue she had going on while she was skating made me like her.
She deserves to win.
Yes.
Her routine is the best. She's the most polished. She's doing elements that the other athletes can't.
Even
Like,
Inori acknowledged it.
Yes. So good for her for finally being able to do that. But also, you never want to be the big fish in a little pond. Like, Inori needs to keep seeing better skaters. She needs to keep understanding what the level is, how much people have trained, because she is behind and she needs to know.
And honestly,
So-
I'm glad that there's another older girl there because, like, at some point she'll just get. It's like a little embarrassing to like continually
Yeah.
beat girls that are like 5 years younger than you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I'm glad that Emma is like around her age, so they can like go neck and neck for until they ascend together.
I like this dynamic.
ミーヒ1級が弱い歌の取り消すわ3回転がなくても1級でも2級でもすごいやつはすごい
Wow.
嫌いじゃがあんたのそういうとこ
Oh my gosh, she finally did it.
Good for them.
ヤマトエマさんの得点
25.
25.57。最終順位は第1位です。
Good for her. Mm-hmm.
よかったな。
I dislike that word, but
表彰台落ちした
井の中の蛙じゃったな。
おには黙っとって
まあ律樹さん、来月から一緒のクラブメイトになる獅子堂聖羅さんと黒沢美依さんです。
ああお前どっかで見た顔じゃなさっき話しとったじゃろ
She reminds me of Sailor Mercury from
広島
Sailor
のクラブ
Moon.
からこちらに移籍することになりました。
I might have said that last episode, I can't remember.
これからよろしくよろしく
ただいまよりノービス B フリースケーティングの競技を開始します。
すず、調子に乗ったらあかんで。全日本ノービス前の最後の練習
Is that Rio's dad?
丁寧にやりや。
I'm guessing so.
うちは今年こそ光藩を超えて女王になる女やで気なんか抜くわけないやろ任せときや
Her mouth though, it's got
It looked
that.
like a cat.
練習を開始してください。練習時間は6分です。
どうぞ。
ありがとうございます。
Feel you, girl.
みのりさん。明日から夏休みが終わるまで練習はお休みにしよう。
お休み？でも一日中練習できるのは夏休みの間だけなのに。
さっき少しだけ話したよね。新スプリントって。
あれって。
新スプリントは過労、つまり使いすぎによる故障なんだ。放っておくと疲労骨折の原因になる。
骨折？
捻挫じゃない方の足の痛みはその初期症状の可能性がある。ここで無理して骨折でもしたら長期間練習ができなくなる。絶対に防がないといけない。
じゃあ練習は。
ごめんね。今回コーチとして何が足りないかいろいろ気づけた。これからは怪我もアクシデントも予防できるよう考えていくからね。
私もいろんなことが分かりました。スケートを夢にして大事にしてる人は私だけじゃない。スケートが大好きでスケートのために頑張り続ける子、私と同じように追いつこうとギリギリまで練習してきた子、練習したくてもできず我慢して遠回りしてきた子、小さいうちから積み重ねた経験や練習量の差を私はこの先もずっと超えることはできない。遅く始めた分の時間は取り返せない。だから私はそれを諦める理由に絶対しない。
Not a girl.
頑張っても変えられないことだったらもう焦ったり悲しくなったりしない。私は出遅れた自分のまま次は勝てるって信じ続けます。
今から始めたいの？
はい、自分を信じてやってみたいんです。ああ、俺もあなたを信じる。
お姉ちゃん、駅まで車で迎えに来てくれるって。
よかった。
じゃあメダルを見せる準備をしておかないと。
今ですか？
Before we get to the train conversation, there's one thing. I don't like the word deserve in any sport context. And I believe you agree with me. Nobody deserves anything, quite frankly. And I think the language is just, it's destructive, quite frankly. Like, for you to believe you deserve to win over somebody else, it should be you've earned this or you worked hard to get this. I think you do such a disservice to your competitors, and I don't know. That has always rubbed me the wrong way. I don't know. I think you feel the same way.
I feel the same way. I mean,
yeah,
she's a kid. I mean, I'm not gonna like hang on to it in this context, but
the
like,
coach
yes,
said it to the kid.
I know.
Yeah, it's a pet peeve of mine.
Adam can't watch the rest of this.
What did you think of the train conversation?
I think especially now when you see kids specialize in sports, you see them overdoing it. I think it's an apt thing to throw in there because I do think especially in sports like figure skating, kids tend to overdo it. I think it's like really self-aware on his part, Tsukasa's part, to be like, I need to understand and learn how to manage this better because a kid's physical load will always have to look different than an adult's. Yeah, I just think it's really smart that this is now on his radar. I think it'll be better for her long term if they start managing those things now.
Yeah, agreed. And I think that the fact that, like, when these kids start at 5, they build up some stamina naturally. Because she's starting so late, it's also compounded. So maybe they'll have to start doing some physical training together.
Lift some weights.
ではこれより表彰式を始めます。じゃーんじゃーんじゃじゃーん。
I love this. He has to use need to celebrate.
That's not a participation medal, that's a silver.
銀メダルおめでとうございます。初めてのメダルだね。
はい。
Good for her.
Keep it forever, baby.
次は金色のメダル取ろうね。
Look at her joy.
I love that he gave her a little celebration, even though it was on the train with just them.
You need to celebrate your big moments, even not the big ones, the like medium ones. Take a second to just acknowledge what you've accomplished.
Couldn't agree more.
And her face, the joy on her face, she's so excited.
Especially with a kid like her who's so focused and like looking ahead to wanting to do this, remembering to celebrate. And it was her first one. That was so sweet.
I'm sad that
by
she
him.
had to miss the podium. I understand why.
Yeah.
But like the first one and you miss the podium, like that's
Yeah.
sad. This is great.
I love the show.
This is great. Obviously skating is different. We've all had sprained ankles before. Like jumping off of one leg and landing on one leg, that can obviously be very difficult. She'll be out for a few weeks, at least.
More than likely. Although I will say, getting your ankle in and out of a skate when it's sprained is the worst. Once it's tied up tight and taped up, you can still skate. For hockey, and it's probably different for figure
Yeah,
skating.
you're not jumping around off one leg in hockey.
That's true.
Completely different.
She does need a break anyway. For the shin splints, for the ankle, it'll be good.
So I'm
Blessing in
assuming
disguise.
we're gonna pick up next episode with her coming back from her injury, preparing for her level 2 exam,
I would agree.
is my guess.
Yeah, makes sense.
And like I said before, I'm glad that her and Emma has kind of set the bar as somebody that she's competing directly against, which I think is so good for her.
Mm-hmm.
Closer than Hikaru, who's at Novice B.
Agreed. Agreed.
Short-term goals, long-term goals. You know what I mean?
Sarah's
You
the
need them
master
all.
of those.
So yeah, so proud of Inori, obviously, and I mean, goes without saying, I'm very excited for next episode. So please be sure to hit us up in the comments below. And as always, we'd be so excited if you'd like this video, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for more Medalist coming next week. Bye.